Hei, salutare, sunt Gazi, bine găsit la partea a patra de la Alan Wake Remastered. Din câte ne-am aminte, ultima oară l-am găsit pe prost, iar apoi spunea că nu știe ce s-a întâmplat sau nu știu ce pune cu soția noastră, că nu e, că nu știu ce, că pula mea, că da. Așa, și după am zburat pe sus și după am ajuns în apă și după toată înainte la apel și după da. Da.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
A purported
Unde e
kidnapper
soția mea,
was
hă?
up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Să vezi ce are mișto.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Da,
There you go, Alan.
eram sigur.
I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Totuși a fucked up, ce dracu.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had pumped in me was making
Mă
me
rog, a fost la
numb.
gola.
I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Ok.
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Da.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Da.
This way, Alan.
Ce-am impresia că o să moară ăsta și nu este prima la care face asta.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
Măta.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Da, nu prea am multe de zis pentru că scuzați, se vorbește foarte mult și ce să înțeleg ce se întâmplă mai exact.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way.
Ce spune la vreme?
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Bă, vede și gât are ăsta. Ce drept.
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with
Îmi
him,
place
I'm happy
tricoului.
to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him
Oh,
receptive
dang.
to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Ia uite și pe asta, mă, cățeș. Hai de pula.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Doar e capul de la voce aia. Uite-i pâște.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Da, și deja
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up,
interesant.
or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Sincer.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was...
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Tom's just lost, is all.
Unde stai?
I'm a bad.
Gotcha. Doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Asta vă și făceam înainte, dar să spiritul ăla.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing everything.
Verificăm să văd dacă filmează.
I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human.
Okay.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well,
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key in the office from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch! It's time to pay the piper! Maybe you could come out and meet our
Nu mă pe urmă înțeleg.
diapered
Unde e faceul ăsta? Ah, ok.
man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before?
Nu aici.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to
Barry?
shreds!
Ow! About time!
Seriously! Do you
man,
have
I'm
any
glad to
idea
see
how much
you.
trouble you're in?
We need to get to
I am
Hartman's
famous.
office.
I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play
Mă,
it?
ce?
Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball all the way, jerk. Seriously, man, I'm willing to forget the whole thing if you let me out now. Just let me out! Hey, you think I can't hear you out there?
These were all the pages I had on me.
Ce?
And more.
Ok, nu mai nu. Înțeleg.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Jesus Christ. The fuck is happening, bro?
Presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered.
The fuck? Au. Dă-i.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of
Ow.
my way.
Pe unde dracu? Au. Bă, mai am viață. Și ce ai vrea să fac? What the fuck? Nu. Bun. Bun. Let's go. Oh no.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough.
Ok. Au. Fug. Ce? Nu? Bă. Hello. Bye bye. Nu, bye. Da, bine că... Ce tâmpit e jocul. Au. Da.
One eternity later.
Thank you. Ce... Nu-mi place sentimentul deloc.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Da.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al. Look out!
Oh my shit. Oh no. Bro, what the se pare corect. Vai. Uf. Ah, era partea asta. Da. Oh, nu labirint. Da, fix în partea greșită ăla. Așa. Iar mi-am luat mare țeapă.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of...
What the fuck? One's dead. Am murit și fraierul ăsta. Bun. Hai.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation.
Ok. Oh. Da.
You get 2 barrels in the morning, and then you'll be nice and cold. You get 3 barrels in the evening.
Parole.
You'll sleep like a baby.
Uite-ar păsările.
Two 2,000 years later.
Nu, e ok. Am ratat ăla. Nu. Mă, unde să o iau, mă? Pe unde să o iau? Nu pleacă înapoi. Nu te văd direct. Am ajuns la luminuță. Suntem bine. Ok, deci mi-am pierdut timpul, o să tai la montaj. Probabil.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but...
Ok, nu mai avem glanțe decât pe shotgun. Ce drept.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man...
Physical. Nu, ok, nu mai e. Ok, flare. Uite-l pe Barry. Ammo, shotgun. Peter Moss. Bun. Și ce aici? Încă un bilet de adio.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really.
Și pula lui ăla. Bă, ce mă enervează ciuciurile astea. Nu rasism. Mă refer la acele.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Nu că maybe.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Da. Ok, cred că știu ce să fac.
Hurry up, Barry!
Come on, I'm on it.
Da. Doamne.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
What the fuck? Nu mai are niciun sens. Cred că nu suntem nebuni. Bine, mai bine așa decât să aibă un fericit frumos, dar... What the fuck? Tot așa de fuck, da, bro.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it.
Look out!
Au.
Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Ok, deci n-avem nici armă. Nimic.
Barry! Barry!
Iată să căutăm pe Barry.
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way!
Invizibil.
What a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Aoleu.
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never mess with anyone from New York City way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Bye.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Sincer, sunt șanse mai mult să moară decât de mult. Barry nu are așa multă experiență ca... Moară. Așa zis Alan Wake. Da. Nu. Dar nu mai veni să dați-mă.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life.
Mamă, mamă, mamă.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through. I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of
Bun.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Bine, nu. Trist. Bye bye. Mamă, mai am nici mină. Bun.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Da, vreau.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Nu, poate e pentru mine, mă, mașina.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark.
Checkpoint.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid.
Ok.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Bun, am insuranțe. Avem doar asta? Da. Ok. Mai e aici ceva pe sus? Oh, yeah. Pică. Checkpoint. Oh, we have friends. Cum dracu? Mă speriai. Uite, vă dracu. Ce ți vă dracu? Mă căcat cu mine.
I could see the car.
Oh yeah, the car. Pentru că e pentru mine mașina.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
What the fuck?
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Ce scrie acolo XXX? Ai murit, prietene? Oh. What a fuck.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I
Asta
can
mi-a
do
deschis
what the dark presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her and me and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. FERMA?
He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
What the fuck? Ce-a făcut ăsta aici? Ne-au despirație la prietenași.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake by contrast.
Okay.
The front door was locked.
Very sus. Buddha. Okay. Cam așa era pentru
If Barry
mine.
wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
De cap, de cap. Cum spunea Barry, it's Barry. Și a spus și Alan. Gândim la fel. Dar e și sus și și aici și... another car. Item. Avem flashbang-uri acum. Iar un Camaro face trochera. Este mai rapid. Good. Vedem dacă e ceva frumos aici, dacă nu te la montaj. Okay, so flash matter.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. Boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until the morning.
No. Bun. Ok. Hai că nu s-a stricat. Ce încercați, mă, să faceți? Băi, puneți-mă ăla în vaca. Ăla în vaca. Ăla în week. Mai uștre oci. Nu iar, mă, handicapați, dracu. Da. Checkpoint. O mașină pe aici avem?
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Nice stage. Cutscene.
Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Monson.
Hai să cântăm. Sper să-mi iau copyright când bag ceva. Oh, dracu. Vezi cum te duce?
Yes! Ow! Stay in the light! Oh no, no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please!
What the fuck?
Ow! Please don't let me die! Although if I buy it, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out! Rock and roll! Woo! Ow! This thing is the most performing of our lives! They are trying to kill us! That's the high point of my life? Really? Children of the Elder God! Enjoy it! God damn it!
and roll, baby! Explosions. Good.
That was awesome!
Am fost și la concert, băieți?
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Nu uitați că e ieșire prin spate.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Merg pe acolo. Băi, grasule. N-am loc de tine.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
Sincer.
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Să mergem acolo sus. Ok, urcăm pe scariță.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious.
Mă, Barry. Păi, chef de glume acum. E bună.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al? They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never...
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
night
dreams in
springs.
soft
Man, brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
Hai nebunule, hai.
The dream of dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape.
Da, bă, și tu stai acolo, jos, care te arată.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like God.
Ok.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Ok, o să spargem ușița. With the boat of the Vikings. Ce trist că nu putem să sărim. Uite. La concerte oameni. Da, nu putem să sărim direct off. De asta. Ce-mi place lanterna asta gigantică.
I think we can make it through here, Al.
Ia tata de la bebe. Să fuge. Un băie în coteț. Ce m-am băgat în coteț? Nu știu. Îmi place că el trece efectiv nevătămat și eu mă rog cu toți nebune. Nici că pe cameramanul, știi ce zic?
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Ok, păi și... reușit să dăm un kick. Ok, trebuie să urcăm iar pe scări. Iar ne așteaptă să... ia să zic, vânturât. Ne așteaptă nebunii ăștia. Tu ești, nu?
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Auzi pe unul care fuge.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of minutes off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you? Deer Fest is almost here, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
The building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Bun. The harvester. Bun. Mă mai vii și tu. Chiar crezi că mai e nevoie? Chiar nu vezi că n-ai nicio șansă în fața lui Alan Wake? Da. Stai. Fiecare cum poate, nu? Cum poate. Fiecare cum poate. Ok, am de seal key sau ceva. Acum mergem aici.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Da, bro, eu sunt Al.
Hey, let's go, man.
Tot pe aici. So?
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there.
Hai, nu mai
This
spune.
farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Ok, o dușman cu opac.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Drums, my drums. Drums. Stobele mele. Ca să nu știu, sunt oboșoare. Și percuționist. Nu știați? Aflați acum. Asta este, nu mă interesează dacă nu mai să știți asta. Băi. Hai sus.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in.
Ia uite.
I thought the Andersons
Nu,
were
qua.
like a booby hatch.
Nu joci muzică. Charge.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome. Can you hear that, Al?
Asta nu era aici înainte.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body.
Okay.
Of course, we need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Te rog, nu-mi da. Să nu-mi dai copyright.
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is...
Yeah. Ăsta este fix. Jocul acesta nu este pentru copii.
No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right?
Ce-mi place posterul pe fundal.
Crazy bastard! I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm
a writer, god damn it.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Asta doare pe jos. Pe canapea, fiecare cum poate. Parcă vezi că acolo de fapt are un spirit. Ce? What? What the fuck? Watch!
It's all right.
Ce mișto!
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Mă, ce? Futu-ți baba, mătii.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes. The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Tu-ți baba, mătii.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind
Alice?
you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
Ce dracu?
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes, I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Tu-ți baba, mătii.
No, I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon.
What the fuck?
It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
What the fuck? Și pe droguri jocul
I'd
ăsta.
woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Motherfucker.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
What the fuck? Ok, ăsta a fost episodul 4. Da. Ok, eu am fost Ganzi și ne vedem data viitoare atunci. Da. Am opat.